All right, here we go. We're gonna get started on the cab corner right here on this black 63. Got some rust issues going on and a good sized dent. There's the cab corner right there. That's what we're looking at. Most of the rust is right in here. Of course, it's got a good sized dent in it. All the way up, about 8 inches or so. Got a good dent right there. Then the rest of it's all creased in. That's what we're looking like. Rust is mainly all across the bottom. Most of the problem here is this crease that runs through here. Let's look in here. Here we go. All across the bottom. That's the rust we're looking at. A lot of it can be treated, but most of it, of course, is right in here. The main deal is this dent. What I'm going to try to do first is probably pop a lot of this out, see if I can get most of it out so I can get me a nice line around here and see what it would look like from that point before I start cutting a bunch of it out. Then we'll go with it from there. Let's get to knocking around. What I'm trying to do is knock most of this dent out, so I want it to come up so high. But then again, I know I'm going to have to cut it somewhere. Wouldn't hurt. Let's just keep on hitting around. I'm using this little round hammer here too, so it won't crease all the metal up or nothing. See that? Well, I got to cut it anyway, so I might as well just start in a nice little area right here. Get all this cut on out. Get that new patch panel in. Okay, instead of me trying to fight all this out of here, still got to cut it no matter what to get all this rust out. I got a pretty good crease right there, so why not just come on up a couple more inches, get it cut here. I'll have a longer strip here to cut instead of cutting it here. Longer strip here, more to weld, but might as well. Got the new patch. So I'm going to find me a nice little spot here and come on down and get this bad boy cut out. Okay, before I cut this out, I'm kind of looking at everything right now. Of course, everything lines up there all the way down, tight against this rocker, which the rocker looks real good. Rocker looks pretty good all the way down. Looks like I'm hanging down a little bit more right here on this cab corner. You can see it's hanging down. I'm going to try to flush it up if I can, but if I can't, we'll just go with it. And around here is going to work out okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see how that new panel goes in with that. May have to do a little cutting, who knows. But let me get my line here real quick. Get to cutting. looks like I see 3 spot welds right here I cleaned off. I'm going to go ahead and drill the 3/32 bit in here to give me a pilot hole dead center of each one of them. So I can get my spot weld cutter here. That's got that little deal on the end. It'll hold itself in there and cut them on out without it going crazy and jumping around and carrying on. So let's go. Normally when you start seeing that rust, that dust go everywhere, you're pretty much through there. So yeah, let's get on the bottom here. There's a few right on the bottom. Alright, what I did is scratched all that old seam seal out of there first to see if I can get this thing to move. There it is. Alright, that baby's ready to come out on this side, so let me get on the bottom. Here we go. Alright, right here on the bottom looks like I see 3, 1, 2, 3 maybe. Alright, let's go. Alright, maybe 4. Spot weld deal come out. See that? Little stick supposed to come out there. Alright, gotta get another one. Alright, on this spot weld cutter here, the little deal broke off of the little pin. So I went on maybe another one out of Allen wrench, carved it down, put a little tip on the end of it. What it does, it just slides on in there like that number, sticks out. Little ball goes down there, spring, one of the 2 first, I forgot, but I think that's it. Then that'll just screw back on the back of it right there. And that pushes down right there. There it is. Then this little deal here goes back on the end of it. You can turn these around when that side starts wearing out. You can just spin it around to the other side. And that little tip sticks out there. I built one of these before. I made one before. Sometimes they get wore out. That's the first thing that goes on them. There it is, ready to go. I just got to tighten it on up. Alright, back at it. Alright, there ended up being 3 or 4 here on the front. Looks like 4. I drilled through one too far, but that'll be alright. That can be fixed. Got one here on the side I can't get to because the step's in the way, but I grinded it down. I'm about ready to pry this bad boy off. I may be able to break this free. We'll see. Okay, there we go. A little clean up here. Treat the rust that's in there. Go ahead and grind this on down, get this paint off here so I can get ready to start this new patch. And let's go. Okay, got everything cleaned up pretty good. I'm ready to go and cut my patch in. And I'll go ahead and do that first, get my patch ready to fit, ready to weld up. Then I'll lay it to the side, then I'll do all my rust encapsulator all down in there. Give it time to dry real good before I weld my patch on. I got it all up in there. Let's see, all up in that crack real good with a, there it is back in there, with a paint stick and some sandpaper. And I went on and sprayed the rust encapsulator all back down in there real good. Already got that done. Then I'll paint the rust encapsulator on everything all through there real nice. Let's look inside. Where are we at? There we go. Let me see if I can get the camera down in there. Okay, how about that? Alright, oh, that really looks pretty good down in there, to tell you the truth. I'll treat all that later. But like I said, for now, I'm going to go ahead and get this patch cut in, ready to go. We'll set it to the side. Let's go. Alright, I put a little reference line over here, a piece of tape, because I can't see where I'm going to start cutting. So, in here on the bottom, so when I come up, I'll try to keep about 3/4 more. Alright, got this piece cut, ready to go. And I'm looking at it, looking pretty good across the bottom. And that's why I want to keep it right there. I know the top's good, I can go ahead and scribe the top in. Normally I'd go inside and I'll scribe the back of it and cut it and leave that there. But I ain't that much more up, maybe 3/4 to an inch more. I might as well just cut it out of the cab here itself, because I can get my straighter line all the way through. I can actually see it and work with it as I'm looking at it, so I can pretty much get it right all the way. So yeah, I'm good right here at the bottom. This lip here ain't going all the way back like it's supposed to, but I can fool with that after I get all this welded up. So for now, I'm looking real good right there. I'm pushed in. I had to bend this panel around a little bit to make it work. That's just the way it is. So I think I'm going to scribe right there. Push it on around there real good. Trying to hold it tight against the cab here. I think we're going to be close right there. Alright, I'm going with it. There it is, about 3/4. That ain't much more to take off, so makes it a lot easier. Alright, after getting it cut, slide it up in there. Okay, I'm looking real good across the top, real good across the bottom, but I'm sticking out. This new panel's sticking out here. So I got to do a little bending around and carrying on. Bottom looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bending because I don't want to fool with this panel. I want to keep it like it is. I don't want to put no strain on it. Yeah, I'm even sticking out with this turn, where this little turn comes in down here. I may have to do a cut right here to bring this in, right here, from what I'm seeing, because I can't go no more that way. I'm a little too far out right here. So I'm going to really look into it real good. Okay, after getting this panel bent around and cut in, looking real good right there, I can start welding it up. I had to do one slice right here, from here down, in order to make all this work out. But it matches in real good now. I probably could have got by with it if if I'd have used the full panel and it was a fleet side, you probably wouldn't be able to see it. But out here on the step side, all this is seen, so it's got to match. You can even see here on this old panel that I took out. There's that right there. That turn right there comes in. This one was like way out, but got everything to match, looking real good. So I'm ready to weld up. But before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and coat all this real good. Get on with it from there. Alright, got the patch ready to go in. I done put all my spot welds, or drilled holes so I can spot weld all that in. So when I put it up there, it's ready to go. Got that stitched back in, grinded down. That fits real good across the side of there now. Alright, here we go. Okay, I started welding right here. Got everything right. Went on around. Got this looking real good right here. Got all that welded in. Of course, I got to finish it up. I'll go slowly with it. Had to put a spot weld right there to hold this over. Now, get this bottom welded in. And I still ain't got this back side welded in here. I got to push it over and weld them three in there. Alright, got everything welded up, grinded in. Still got to do my hammering and dolly right here. I want to leave it in just very little right there so I can get my short strand fiberglass in there and do my body work on top of that. Clamped up, tightened up on the bottom. Got 3 welds right in there. Alright, let me hit around on it a little bit. Put this fiberglass on it. Do my body work and paint. Here we go. Alright, here's what we're looking at after all the body work and paint. I just got through painting it probably 20 minutes ago. Everything lined up pretty good. One thing I forgot was my seam sealer. I didn't do my seam sealer here. So I got to go back, hit my seam sealer from here up, shoot that back in, and be done with that. I still got to go back behind the cab corner, put some short strand fiberglass over my welds, and get it coated in real good. Got a crease down this door I'll probably get next. There it is, see it? All the way down, that crease run all the way through. Hit this fender right here. I should have caught that when I was doing the fender on one of my last videos. I fixed all this front and this and that. Got that in. I'll either do this door or the driver's door next. The driver's door's got a crease right here and a crease here where the pin come out of the door, and it swung too far open, creased it in. So I'll probably start one of the two next. Well, there we go. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Y'all take it easy.